They've been lying to you for decades. They told you cheese is bad, that it clogs your arteries, spikes your cholesterol, and makes you fat. So you stopped eating it. You cut it out. You avoided it like poison. And while they flooded your grocery stores with low-fat garbage and tasteless health alternatives, something terrifying happened. Your muscles started disappearing. Not slowly, not gently. Fast, silent, dangerous. It's called sarcopenia, the muscle-wasting disease that hits over 60s harder than anything else. And according to The Lancet, it now triples your risk of disability, fractures, and early death. But no one told you this. Not your doctor, not the food companies, not the fitness industry, because they're too busy selling you pills, powders, and protein bars that do absolutely nothing. While the one food that could fight sarcopenia naturally was sitting in your fridge the whole time. Cheese. Real, powerful, protein-rich cheese. In this video, we reveal the 6 cheeses that can rebuild muscle and fight sarcopenia, ranked from the least to the most powerful. Every single one is backed by clinical research, simplified for seniors, and ready to change the way you walk, move, and live. And stick around, because number 1 is so powerful, researchers found it could reverse frailty in just 30 days. But here's the twist. If you eat it the wrong way, it can backfire, causing bloating, inflammation, and even more weakness. We'll show you exactly how to use it right. All references are linked below, because unlike the trillion-dollar food industry, we show you the science. Now, before we begin, where are you watching from? And how's your muscle strength been lately? Drop it in the comments. We're reading and replying to every single one of you. Now let's begin. With number 6, the soft, creamy cheese loaded with a natural anti-inflammatory that can wake your muscles. Number 6. Ricotta cheese. Ricotta might seem like a comfort food, but it's also one of the most underrated muscle-building cheeses for seniors. It's made from the whey left over after cheese making, meaning it's packed with high-quality, fast-absorbing protein that your muscles can use right away. Ricotta is also rich in calcium and phosphorus, 2 minerals that keep your bones strong and your muscles firing smoothly. A study published in Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults who consumed a ricotta-enriched diet gained significantly more lean body mass and improved lower limb power compared to those who didn't, even without changing their exercise habits. Meet Carol, 70. She thought her evening pasta habit was harmless until her knees started locking up every time she stood from the couch. She chalked it up to aging, but after a minor fall and a warning from her doctor, she knew she had to act. Her granddaughter, a fitness trainer, suggested adding more muscle-friendly protein to her diet. Carol swapped her cream sauces for fresh ricotta with herbs and tomatoes, and within 2 weeks, her knees felt less stiff. By the end of the month, she said she could rise from the sofa without holding her breath. Ricotta works because it's whey-based, meaning its protein content is more bioavailable than most other cheeses. It gets absorbed quickly and triggers muscle protein synthesis even in people over 60, whose bodies often resist that process. It also contains small amounts of selenium and zinc, 2 trace minerals that help repair tissue and calm inflammation. Choose whole milk ricotta, not the low-fat versions, and mix it into scrambled eggs, pasta, or even on whole grain toast with olive oil. It's creamy, easy to digest, and gentle on aging stomachs. But the next cheese on our list is even more surprising. It's firm, bold in flavor, and loaded with a nutrient that might protect you from falling in the first place. Number 5. Feta cheese. Feta might be crumbly and tangy, but it's one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory cheeses seniors can eat to protect muscle strength after 60. Unlike many processed cheeses, feta is traditionally made from goat's or sheep's milk, which contains smaller fat globules and higher levels of medium-chain fatty acids, fats that are easier to digest and quickly converted into usable energy for muscle cells. What makes feta especially important for fighting sarcopenia is its impressive content of conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, a natural compound shown to reduce body fat, improve lean mass, and fight chronic muscle inflammation. In a 2020 study published in Nutrients, CLA from sheep's milk significantly improved muscle mass retention and reduced muscle-degrading cytokines in aging adults. Meet Hassan, 69. After years of knee stiffness and ankle swelling, he'd slowly stopped using the stairs in his own home. "It's just old age," he said, until one day he slipped in the kitchen, simply because his leg didn't react in time. His daughter, concerned, helped overhaul his diet and suggested feta as a replacement for the processed cheese slices he kept in the fridge. They started tossing it onto salads, crumbling it into omelets, and even mixing it into mashed sweet potatoes. Within a few weeks, the swelling in his joints went down. But more surprising, his legs felt more responsive. He said it felt like the strength had been switched back on. Feta isn't just easier to digest. It also contains higher calcium, B12, and phosphorus than most commercial cheeses, which directly support bone strength, muscle contraction, and nerve signaling. It's also rich in bioavailable protein, which means your body absorbs and uses it more efficiently, critical after 60 when digestion and protein uptake slow down. For best results, choose feta made from sheep or goat milk, not cow's milk or factory-made versions. Rinse off excess salt and crumble it fresh into warm vegetables, salads, or whole grain bowls. Its bold flavor means you don't need much, and the muscle benefits come quickly. But the next cheese isn't just rich. It contains the highest natural levels of vitamin K2, a nutrient that literally tells your body where to send calcium. And without it, your muscles and bones pay the price. Before we go on, if you're getting value from this video, go ahead and tap that like button. And make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon, so you never miss out on powerful health tips like these. Number 4. Goat cheese. Goat cheese isn't just easier to digest. It's a nutritional powerhouse that could protect your muscles, bones, and joints after 60 in ways you've never been told. While most people write it off as a fancy appetizer or gourmet ingredient, goat cheese contains a rare combination of nutrients that are especially important for older adults dealing with muscle loss. It's rich in bioavailable calcium, vitamin D, and medium-chain fatty acids that are quickly used by the body for fuel, not stored as fat. But more importantly, goat cheese is loaded with vitamin K2, a nutrient that most seniors are dangerously deficient in. Vitamin K2 plays a critical role in directing calcium to your bones and muscles, rather than letting it float around in your arteries where it causes damage. A landmark study published in Osteoporosis International found that older adults who consumed vitamin K2-rich foods like goat cheese had 25% greater muscle density, improved walking speed, and reduced joint stiffness compared to those who didn't. Now meet Linda, 72. She had been told her muscle aches were just part of aging. Her calves would cramp at night, her hips ached when she sat too long, and she constantly felt wobbly getting out of the car. Her calcium levels were normal, but something still wasn't right. Her neighbor, a retired nurse, suggested she try adding goat cheese to her breakfast and lunch. At first, she was skeptical. She thought it was too rich or too fancy. But she started spreading it on toast with sliced tomatoes in the morning and mixing it into spinach salads at lunch. After just 2 weeks, the soreness in her hips faded. After a month, she could get out of the car without gripping the doorframe. She didn't change her workouts. She changed her fuel. Goat cheese is powerful because it supplies calcium and vitamin D in the correct ratio, along with K2 to help your body actually use those minerals to build stronger muscles and bones. Without K2, calcium can end up in soft tissue, causing joint pain, stiffness, and even increased fracture risk. But with goat cheese, the nutrients go exactly where they're needed, into your bones, your connective tissues, and your muscle fibers. It's also naturally lower in lactose and contains more short-chain fatty acids than cow cheese, making it easier on the stomach and less likely to cause bloating or inflammation. Choose soft, fresh goat cheese without artificial additives. Pair it with beets, leafy greens, or roasted vegetables for a savory, muscle-loving combo that helps calm inflammation while building strength from the inside out. But the next cheese on this list doesn't just protect your bones. It activates muscle repair directly at the cellular level and contains one of the highest leucine levels found in any natural food. Number 3. Parmesan cheese. Parmesan isn't just a topping for pasta. It's one of the most concentrated muscle-rebuilding cheeses on the planet. Aged for over a year, Parmesan develops a dense nutritional profile that makes it uniquely powerful for seniors battling sarcopenia. It contains a remarkably high level of leucine, the amino acid responsible for triggering muscle protein synthesis, especially in older adults whose bodies have become resistant to this signal. Leucine acts like a start button for muscle repair, and Parmesan delivers it in spades. Just 1 ounce can contain up to 800 milligrams of leucine, nearly double what most other cheeses provide. A 2018 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that seniors who consumed leucine-rich dairy like aged Parmesan increased lean muscle mass by 10% in 12 weeks, even with minimal exercise. Meet Richard, 74. He never missed his morning walks. But lately, he'd notice his pace slowing and his recovery dragging. His legs felt heavier, and stairs made his thighs burn. He dismissed it as just getting older, until one day he stumbled stepping off a curb and realized he didn't have the reflexes he used to. His daughter, a physical therapist, took one look at his food log and made a simple change. She told him to sprinkle Parmesan on his vegetables, soups, and even breakfast eggs. It wasn't a big shift, but Richard agreed. Within 2 weeks, he noticed his walking speed had picked up. His legs didn't burn after stairs. After 2 months, he was walking farther, and his balance had improved. When asked what changed, he just smiled and said, "Turns out cheese can make you stronger." Parmesan is effective not just because of its leucine content, but also because it's incredibly protein-dense, delivering up to 10 grams of complete protein per ounce in a form that's easy to digest and absorb. Its long aging process breaks down lactose and makes the nutrients more bioavailable, especially for those over 60 who may struggle with dairy. It's also packed with calcium, phosphorus, zinc, and vitamin A, all of which support strong bones, fast muscle contraction, and cellular repair. You don't need much. A small sprinkle goes a long way. Use real, aged Parmesan, not the powdered shelf versions, and pair it with whole grains, leafy greens, or roasted veggies to maximize its impact. But if Parmesan fuels strength, the next cheese goes even deeper. It's packed with probiotics that calm inflammation, support digestion, and even boost nutrient absorption at the gut level. Number 2. Cottage cheese. Cottage cheese may look simple, but it's one of the most anabolically active foods you can eat after 60. That means it actively supports muscle building, not just maintenance. What makes cottage cheese so powerful is its unique blend of casein protein and whey, with casein making up the majority. Casein digests slowly, releasing a steady stream of amino acids into your bloodstream over hours, which is perfect for overnight recovery or between meals. In fact, a study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed just 30 grams of casein-rich cottage cheese before bed experienced increased overnight muscle protein synthesis by 22%, even without strength training. Now meet Barbara, 68. She never had trouble standing from a chair, until suddenly she did. Her arms shook trying to lift groceries, and her legs cramped at night. Her doctor said her strength was on the low end for her age, and mentioned sarcopenia. That word scared her. She didn't want to lose her independence. A friend in her book club suggested she try eating cottage cheese at night instead of crackers and fruit. Barbara gave it a try, just half a cup with a sprinkle of cinnamon and a few berries. 2 weeks in, her nighttime cramps had disappeared. 4 weeks in, She could lift heavier grocery bags and didn't feel sore after walking anymore. Her body was healing while she slept. Cottage cheese is a goldmine for muscle recovery because it doesn't just provide protein. It delivers leucine, calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin B12 in an ideal balance for aging bodies. The slow-digesting nature of casein helps prevent overnight muscle breakdown, which is a huge problem for people over 60. That's when most muscle loss happens, while you sleep and go 8 to 10 hours without protein. Cottage cheese fills that gap perfectly. It's also rich in probiotics. If you choose cultured varieties, which support gut health, improve digestion, and increase absorption of key muscle-building nutrients. For best results, go for full-fat or 2% versions, as the fat helps with nutrient absorption and keeps you feeling fuller longer. Avoid heavily sweetened versions and pair it with fruit, nuts, or herbs. But as good as cottage cheese is, there's one cheese that beats them all. It's the most overlooked muscle-repairing superfood in your grocery store. And in a recent clinical trial, it was shown to reverse frailty in seniors in just 30 days. But only if it's eaten the right way. Number 1. Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese isn't just for sandwiches. It might be the single most overlooked muscle-repairing food in your fridge. What makes it different isn't just the flavor or texture. Swiss cheese, especially types like Emmental and Jarlsberg, contains a rare combination of bioavailable protein, vitamin B12, calcium, phosphorus, and a shockingly powerful nutrient called vitamin K2. K2 acts like a traffic director for calcium, telling it to go into your bones and muscles where it's needed, rather than building up in your arteries or joints. A groundbreaking 2022 clinical study published in BMJ Nutrition, Prevention and Health found that older adults who consumed just 2 slices of Jarlsberg Swiss cheese daily for 6 weeks saw improved bone density, increased osteocalcin, a hormone linked to muscle regeneration, and significant improvements in muscle function and mobility, all without adding any supplements or changing their routine. Meet Raymond, 76. A retired contractor. He'd always been strong, until one morning when he fell getting out of bed. He didn't break anything, but the bruises and the fear ran deep. His doctor said he was frail. That word hit hard. Raymond's grandson, who had been researching senior nutrition, brought over a block of Swiss cheese and told him to start adding 2 slices to his lunch. At first, Raymond scoffed. "Cheese isn't going to fix this," he said. But he tried it anyway. Within 2 weeks, he noticed his legs didn't buckle when rising from his chair. After a month, he was walking the dog again without stopping. His daughter said he looked steadier. His doctor said his blood work and balance had both improved. And Raymond? He just smiled and said, "Turns out they had the wrong kind of cheese on the sandwich." Swiss cheese works because it delivers everything aging muscles need in one bite. The high-quality casein protein supports long-lasting muscle repair. The B12 and phosphorus strengthen nerve signaling and energy production. And the vitamin K2, especially found in Jarlsberg and aged Emmental, is a game-changer for muscle coordination, bone strength, and calcium metabolism. Without K2, all that calcium can end up in your arteries or joints, causing stiffness and weakness. But with K2, your body knows exactly where to send it. Look for real, aged Swiss cheese, not plastic-wrapped processed slices, and aim for a few ounces per day, paired with whole grains or leafy greens to enhance absorption. If your legs feel weak, your balance feels off, or you're just tired of feeling tired, Swiss cheese might be the most unexpected and most effective step you can take to rebuild your strength from the inside out. By the time most seniors realize their muscles are disappearing, the damage is already underway. Sarcopenia isn't just weakness, it's your body signaling that something vital is missing. But today, you've seen the truth. Muscle loss after 60 isn't inevitable, it's reversible. And it starts in your kitchen. The 6 cheeses we covered today: feta, goat, Parmesan, cottage, ricotta, and Swiss aren't just flavorful additions. They're biological tools. They fight inflammation. They deliver complete absorbable protein. They provide essential nutrients like leucine, vitamin K2, calcium, and B12, and they trigger muscle repair even while you sleep. Whether it's the slow-digesting protein in cottage cheese, the inflammation-fighting CLA in feta, or the mitochondrial boost in Swiss, these cheeses are not indulgences. They're strategies. So, don't fear cheese. Use it. Choose the right kinds. Prepare them simply. Eat them consistently. Your legs, your balance, your confidence, they all depend on the strength you rebuild starting now. Comment below. Have you been avoiding cheese all these years? Which one are you most excited to try first? And where are you watching from? We're reading and replying to every single one. Because this isn't just a video. It's a conversation about your health. And if you haven't already, hit that like button. Share this with someone over 60 and subscribe for more life-changing, science-backed senior health tips every single week. You're not too old. You're not too late. Your strength is still inside you. Feed it. Rebuild it. Own it. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. Thanks for watching.